Yeah,
What's
there we
up?
go. What's up, guys? This is the power couple here. Well, let's start it right?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Spouse Q here.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are the power couple.
Welcome to the I'm a Business Show.
I'm not a businessman.
I am a business man, right? And today, on today's episode, welcome for those who are listening to us on YouTube, Stitcher, Podomatic, right?
iPass
SoundCloud,
TV,
iPass TV.
everywhere, man.
Welcome.
Look, today's episode is what's the cost of not closing the sale?
Right. What's the cause of not closing the sale? Right.
This is huge.
That's what we're going to be talking about. And in order to really illustrate this powerful concept, we must first take you back to a time where we actually got started in our business. Right. Actually, my wife was a very good closer just from the beginning. From when I met her, she was doing a lot of things. In the karate school, we used to run a martial arts school, so she was good at that. But when we got started online, it was a little differently, right? It's almost like because we weren't experts in it, because we didn't fully understand everything, we didn't have the full confidence. But the truth is that in reality, closing a sale is very the same as going anywhere and selling whatever you want to sell, right? And the reason why I want to talk about this is not just to educate you guys, but also to remind myself, right? Because the truth is, I'm just like you guys, right? You see, when the discipline goes out the door, everything just comes crumbling down, right? Today I was actually in the bathroom, and like my wife starts hearing me like playing all these videos on Facebook. Like I'm just watching and I'm watching. And here's the reason why, right? It's like the discipline went out the door for a second because it was weird because I guess I didn't start my day off the way I wanted to. So then it was almost like it was weird, right? But I'm sharing this with you because I want to make sure you guys understand the power in this.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of that, it's huge. I mean, order is huge in the structure and foundation of your life, right? And we realized this when we finally got into this beautiful home. And as soon as we moved in, we immediately put order. We put structure to how we were going to run our life, wake up, work out, do this, do that, right?
Yeah.
And it was, if one thing didn't go right, immediately it was like the order just seemed like nothing could flow.
Yeah. I love working out with you, by the way.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah, it is awesome, right?
But order is needed.
Order is needed, right? So we're going to talk about what's the cost of the close. I mean, what's it really costing you? Is it costing you $1 million? Is it costing you money? Is it costing you energy? Is it costing you the life that you truly want? And when we got started, we were so afraid to get people to buy something, right? Because there's a difference, by the way, a difference between selling and closing, right? A lot of people sometimes don't understand this. I didn't understand this, right? Which we're going to talk about that. But there is a difference between selling and closing, right? There's a difference when you need to just shut your mouth, right? And you just need to close the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, when we got started in our business, we were very afraid to get people to close. We were actually so afraid, believe it or not, that we were so hesitant on getting someone to buy something at $25. And then now I look at it and I'm like, holy cow. I think sometimes the reason why we're afraid to have people buy stuff is because we ourselves are afraid, right? We ourselves believe our excuses, and because of it, we almost think that everyone thinks like that, and because of it, we respond in a way where, well, maybe they shouldn't have to buy them. Maybe I should give it to them for free, right? And that's kind of what we hesitated with. Why did we hesitate with that?
Well, because of our belief. We didn't believe that anyone would want to buy it. We didn't believe that it was worth someone buying it, right? Think about it. Think about it. When you're trying to sell something, and if you get nervous about closing the sale, what are some of the things that are going to come to mind? Is this person even going to stick with it?
Yeah.
Right? Are they going to quit right after? Are they going to think that it's a scam?
Ooh.
Right? You start thinking all these negative thoughts, which only means that you have not yet believed hard enough and strong enough in what it is that you're selling. You don't have confidence in it yet. And if without the confidence, man, let me tell you something. What is the cost of not closing a sale?
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that.
I think back to why having this belief, what it must have done to our income. How much did we actually lose out on? But you need to go back and fix this. Fix this before you actually say, I'm just not. A lot of people use the excuse of, I'm just not into sales.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's not it.
That's not true.
That's not true. It's the belief that you have about the product,
Yeah, I mean, so let's help you understand what the cost is, okay? It's costing you, obviously. It's costing you money. It's costing you energy. It's costing you tons of things, headaches, okay? It's costing you all of these things that you truly don't want, right? I mean, so if you don't want them, shouldn't you understand what it's really costing you? It's kind of like, a lot of people, forgive me, right? But I used to be one of these people, right? I used to be very poor. Okay, and I used to, not just financially, right, but I used to be poor in my thinking. Okay, that's what I meant to say. And I would never check our bank. How many times do we check our bank account?
I would say like 3-5 times a day.
Okay, yeah, like morning, lunch, and at nighttime before we go to sleep. Now, is it because we're crazy? Is it because we're so desperate for money?
No, absolutely not.
What's the reason why we check the bank?
We want to know. We want to be clear. We want to have direction. We want to have understanding and insight.
Exactly, right? Well, I used to be one of these people that would subscribe to all of these things and then not realize what would come out, right?
Oh, can I tell that story?
What story?
Real quick of your mom.
Oh, yeah.
One day, Bal was on the phone, and I hear him having a conversation with his mom, and what she had just recently found out that his little brother, her son, right, was taking money, right? He had one of his, games connected to her PayPal account, and her PayPal account is connected to her bank account, right?
Bank account, there it is.
And so he would buy things for his video game using that PayPal account connected to her bank account, and they found out that it was over what, $700? Over $700.
Yeah, I think it was like over $1,000.
Over $1,000 in charges for this video game in like a few months or so, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, how did you not know that? And hey, look, I'm not judging it. This used to be us, right?
Yeah, it used to be us, and it's a lot of people, and maybe it might be you. And the reason why you should check your bank account, right, every single day is because you want to understand who's taking your money, right? Honestly, there's people in our business who've been paying us for almost close to a year, don't use the blog, don't use anything. They just have no idea that they're paying us, right? We try to reach out to them. They don't call back. They don't talk to us, which is fine, okay? It's totally fine. You're going to have people like that, but you don't want to be those kind of people, right? So when you don't understand the cost, it's kind of like you just have a bank account and you don't check your bank account. People are taking money you don't know, right? So let's help you understand the cost of what it's actually costing you not closing the sale. And this is not just for you, but this is also a reminder for myself, because as I'm teaching this, as I'm sharing this with you, it's reinforcing in my mind why it's so important to close, right? The second one is them. Okay, the person you're talking to is also losing out on the deal. Let me explain to you, okay? Because here's what's gonna happen. When they leave, when they stop talking to you because you failed to close them, because you know what, honestly, one of the top 10 reasons why people never close is because they never even asked for it. Okay, hopefully you're not that person.
Oh,
you should always be asking for the close, even when someone says I have to go. I only have 60 seconds. That's totally fine. So that you watch the 5 training videos. Just wanted to know when you're ready to get started with any of the memberships. You gotta always ask for something, right? Always.
And you can't be afraid of asking. You just gotta ask. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Nothing.
Sometimes it's better off to just see yourself as a third person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can probably close other people.
I mean, think about it. What if every time you asked, you made a sale? I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying, what if you knew that every time you asked, you made a sale? Wouldn't you ask more often?
You probably would.
Heck yeah, you would. So pretend that every time you're going to ask, you're going to get a sale. So just ask more often. Remove the feeling of rejection and just keep asking. Just keep asking. You don't understand rejection. You don't understand it. Just keep asking for the close.
Exactly. Very good point. And so they're losing out on it because here's what's going to happen. They're going to leave, okay, and they're going to go out there. They're going to buy another product because you couldn't help them. They're going to go out there and they're probably going to buy an inferior product, right, which means it's probably not as nearly as good as yours, and they're going to pay more for it. And they're going to pay more for it. And on top of that, they just wasted their time with you because you didn't close them. So now they have to go out and waste more time, right? That doesn't make any sense, right? That makes no sense, right? The third person who's going to lose money on this is your company, right? Maybe it's not your company, maybe it's your business, right? It's costing you, right? Here's the reason why not closing the sale. What happens when you don't close a sale, right? This is called unfinished cycles, okay? Unfinished cycles, what it basically is throughout our day, we probably have a bunch of these things, right? We have something called Todoist, right? And Todoist, every time we don't complete a task, it reminds us. It even messes up our productivity level, right? It's like a graph. But here's what happens when you have unfinished cycles. You lose your power.
Woo.
You lose your power because if you have unfinished cycles and another idea comes to mind, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it because you're going to still be thinking about what you still haven't done, which then is going to put your focus there, which then is going to keep, which then the new idea that just popped into your mind is going to feel like you don't want to do it. You're not going to have the power. You're not going to be enthusiastic about it, right? Think about it. When you don't finish things, when you don't close a sale, you're constantly thinking about the past. If you think about the past, you can't think about the present, and you certainly can't think about the future. Anything you want to talk about on that?
Oh man, no, this is true though. You just got to get in and do it. You got to stop letting these limiting beliefs hold you back from doing what you know is going to get you closer to where you need to go.
Yeah, absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what it's about. It's just, if you know it's going to take you somewhere, do it. You know, and right now, as we're walking you through today, right, to today's episode, which by the way, this is the I Am a Business show. We're here Monday through Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, okay?
That's it, period.
Now check it out. Check this out, right? By the end of this episode, you're going to realize what it costs you to not close the sale, to allow these limiting beliefs hold you back from asking for the close.
Exactly, right? So here's the deal, right? So, I mean, yeah, you're going to figure that out. And what happens when you don't close sales, guys, your belief goes down. Your confidence shoots to the floor. Let me explain to you. Right? Have you ever seen a guy, right? A guy who just continues to be declined by a girl? No. Right? What they normally do is that they continue to downgrade, they continue to downgrade, they continue to downgrade. They go from the hottest girl, I don't want you, they don't even follow through. They continue to downgrade, they continue to, all the way until they're in their bedroom and they're on their phone and they're searching something up on Google. That's, you know what I'm talking about, right? And the next thing you know, the date is with him in his hand, right? And the belief goes down, right? How can you continue to go through life not closing sales? Not just in this business, right? But in your life. It feels good when you get a yes. It feels good when you close someone out. It feels good when money's in your bank account. It feels good when you can go out there and you can buy whatever you want. It feels good to be in this place here, okay? I remember not having our own place. People running around crazy. Hey, we're doing a show. Can you be quiet? No, you be quiet.
Oh man,
freaking annoying, right? I remember when I couldn't do anything. I couldn't express the love to my wife the way I wanted to because people were everywhere. It feels good to have my own place. I would have never. We would have never gotten this place had we not learned how to close.
And absolutely. I mean, seriously, think about that. You know, last night, Paolo and I were in the city. We were in New York, and we were like, man, like, oh, we're gonna come home to our own place. Like it was such a great feeling. But man, he just said something powerful. What got us this place? It was the ability and the confidence in closing.
In closing.
I mean, can you imagine?
We're trying to close you on this show right now.
I mean, listen to this. I mean, listen to this, right? What if one close or the confidence of closing, what if this one episode and you internalize, you start applying it, is the only thing holding you back from living the lifestyle you truly want? What if just closing was the only thing holding you back from living the lifestyle that you want?
Exactly.
Wouldn't you close more often?
Yeah, exactly.
Heck yes.
I mean, great point. I mean, look, listen, every time you don't close, your belief in yourself goes down, okay? It's going to affect your entire living. So much so that you're going to feel unworthy. It's true. It is true. If you're not making any money in your business, how long can you continue to keep going that way, not feeling like your belief going down, your excitement going down, feeling unworthy, feeling like you have no purpose, your freedom being taken away, right? It affects you when you don't close, right? Your family. You put your family in danger, okay? Because now they're depending on you, but you're not coming through. You're putting your family in danger. Not just your immediate family, not just your wife, your kids, but guess what? What about your parents? Most of the times, one thing I learned when I went to Cancun, Mexico, is that most of our parents have not planned. They did not do a very good job planning financially. Guess what? They're gonna come knocking on your door and they're gonna want to ask for help.
Dude, this
and are you
is
gonna
true.
just watch them completely go downhill, or are you gonna get up, you're gonna do something right now, and you're gonna close someone out? okay? We just made a sale in our business.
Absolutely.
Feels good. It doesn't even matter how much you made. Check that out. Guess what? Because if you can close something small, you can close something big. But even then, when you close something out, it feels good. It makes you feel empowered. It makes your confidence go up. It makes you feel like, damn it, you're rocking it out, man. Right? You're rocking it out. So it puts your family in danger, right? Of course, we already established that your prospect loses out and prolongs his success, right? Have you ever thought about that? You not closing them out is prolonging your prospect success.
Woo!
It's prolonging the person who came in, bought, obviously, they bought something from you. If they haven't bought anything, get someone in the system, right? And if this is too difficult for you, then go ahead and become a Black Card member, for God's sakes, and hire us as your coaches, okay? So we can close a deal for you, okay? So yeah, man, it puts a lot of people in danger. It's just creating havoc in your life when you don't need it. You don't need it, right? It's costing you a lot, right? And it's not just not costing you, right? But every time I don't close, I have to remind myself, holy crap, I got a responsibility. You know, I look at myself in the mirror, and yeah, I may look like I'm 15, but I'm 24 years old. I have a wife, you know, soon to have kids later on. She's not pregnant right now.
No,
right?
Don't get any ideas.
But the truth is,
the moment we mention it,
I have to continue to keep succeeding. We have to continue to keep making more money.
But why?
We could have to continue to prosper.
Yeah.
Why?
Because not only to sustain what we have, but for others, man, let me tell you something. I was working out this morning, right? And in that workout, there was a point.
I love this show, dude.
I love this show.
I love this show, dude. I love you.
I love you, man.
Thank you for freaking
Thank you for being here.
You gotta stop saying the freaking word.
Anyway, so check this out. So I'm working out, right? And there was a certain point in this workout where I was like dead. I was like, I need to give up, right? And immediately, it was like a movie flashed before my eyes where I saw myself being the best version of who I am. I saw the people who would be impacted by me being the best version of who I am. I felt like, I saw, Jesus, like, man, I'm building the body of Christ as well, right? And then I saw like my future kids having a family, how much it meant that if I persisted and finished this one exercise, I was helping create something called tenacity, something called discipline, something called never give up, right? Or whatever it takes attitude. I was developing this muscle, not just physically. I'm talking about, this tenacious muscle, the hustle muscle. I was developing it, not for me, for everyone else. There was not one thing that I thought of about me. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, man, girl, keep going because, you're going to get the body that you want. No, it wasn't like that.
You're thinking about me, Alicia?
I was thinking about you.
Oh, come on, man.
No, I was thinking about being the best version of me so I can be, I just thought of the people, the lives.
I'm one of the people.
One of those people, baby. And our kids, you know what I mean? So I thought of that, and it's like, dude, this is why we need to keep succeeding.
Exactly.
We cannot stop here.
Exactly.
But what's that? How are you going to keep succeeding? Closing, guys. Closing. Think about it. I'm sorry, baby. Closing gives you what?
Gives you confidence.
No. I mean, like when you get a close, in exchange, you're getting something. You're getting money, guys. You need to understand this because no one's going to buy from you.
That's actually good. That's a very good point because piggybacking on what you just mentioned is that when you close, there has to be an exchange. If an exchange does not go down, where you give them something of value, which is the products, right, and they give you something of value, which is their cash, nothing went down. Forget about them saying they're going gold. Forget about them saying going black. Forget about all that stuff. If there is no exchange, if nothing is being exchanged, you didn't close anything. You didn't, okay?
Didn't, nothing.
You look at the word close, right? C, how you spell it out? C-L-O-S-E, okay? Get rid of the C. What are you left with? L-O-S-E. Lose, okay? You lose. You lose. I lose. We lose, but we don't lose. Come on, man. This is a video game. You don't want to lose. You want to be in position to win all of the time. You want to become so good at this, right, that you begin to start predicting your prospects' moves, and you know what each move is leading to, and you know how to tie down each close. Right now, I'm not a master at that, but I'm getting a lot better, okay? I have the opportunity here in iPass to close people out for you, to call people, to get $3,000 deals down, all of that good stuff, and it's developing, it's sharpening my muscle in this closing ability. Because I really believe that one day we're going to be closing out millions of dollars, and it's not going to be for a company. It's not going to be, it's going to be for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be for us because what we are learning here in the trainings, talking to your prospects, talking to your members, is developing a skill set that oh man, I'm telling you right now, it is very lethal.
This is huge.
It's very threatening to those who are actually, for those who actually like, a little afraid of us. Very threatening, right? Because we are going to be able to do some amazing things, not just for us, but for God's kingdom as well, right? Because you know what the truth is, we need to think about all the people that are amazing. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, right? Everyone, President Obama, right? All these people did one thing and they're very good at one thing. What's that? They closed everyone out on their idea.
Dude, and think about it.
Everyone.
Think about it. They closed the entire world.
Look at what.
Think about it.
Look at
Ronald McDonald.
Walt Disney, right? Closed them on their ideas, right?
Seriously.
Ray Kroc, right? The McDonald brothers, right? Everyone, every single one that you know.
Nike closed the deal, man.
They closed us on the idea, okay? Yeah. American Idol, they closed people out on that, right? They closed them out on their dreams. And I have a question for you before we leave here. Are you going to start closing people out on your dreams? Are you going to get people are you going to start closing people out on the things that you want to do, right? Are you going to close people out on the sale that you need to make because your family needs it, because you need it, because they need it, because this world needs it? Because here's what happens when you close. I'm not even going to talk about this no more, right? But look, because that can go even further. But look, I'm so passionate about this subject, right, that I'm actually, you know what, I'm really pumped up. So what I'm going to do for several weeks, several months is I'm just going to be bringing tons of content out here together, and I'm going to share with you guys different closes, right, because it's going to make me better, right, because when I do it, when I learn it, when I do it, and then when I teach it, it becomes embedded in my mind, and I can just, I can play around with things, right?
Absolutely, it's going to help you get better anyway.
It's going to help you get better.
Help you get better.
And
that's
you know
the
what?
ultimate goal.
If you're not a Black Card member, what are you doing right now?
Let me tell you something.
Get started.
Imagine if I was a Black Card member and I'm not, right? And I come to the I Am a Business show, he comes to the I Am a Business show. We're both learning from the Power Couple. We're both going to be learning the same closing techniques. We both implement them, the same exact work, right? We're both implementing the same exact work, the same exact techniques. Who's going to benefit more? He is, because he's a Black Card member with the same effort. It just makes sense to go Black, guys. It just makes sense for you to be a Black Card member, especially because of these things that we're going to teach you. We want to teach you these
things. Dude,
it
makes sense for your family, dude.
Not for you to just close out small deals. We want you to close out bigger deals, guys.
Dude, come on, man. What's really going to help you out, right? The little incy-weeny deals or the big ones,
The big ones, man.
The big ones are going to change your life. The big ones are going to help you get to the next level. The big ones are going to protect your family. The really big ones, which you have no availability to you right now, not because it's not available, not because it's not up for grabs, but because you're afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you thinking about that's so important, that deserves your attention, of constantly thinking of you want to do it, you don't want to do it, you want to do it, you don't want to do it? Don't you think that your attention will probably be better used at more important things than thinking about becoming a Black Card member? Why don't you just go ahead and get it out the way and become a Black Card member? Because it's really what you want. Because if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be here. The biggest mistake that we did is that we didn't go Black soon enough. We didn't go Black soon enough, and I'm telling you not so you can follow in our footsteps, but so you can avoid that mistake. The biggest mistake, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because it didn't give us the conviction. It didn't give us the passion. It didn't give us the complete education. Every time we talked about something, we felt bad because we had not made an investment. It's almost the reason why we quit, because we did not have enough skin in the game. But here's the deal. You have a new and beautiful opportunity right now, right here, to go Black if you're not Black already. And for those who are Black Card members, start sending your members here to the show, because we're going to close them. Okay, we're going to close them for you. We're going to teach them stuff. We're going to give them value, and we're going to close them for you. We're going to close them for you.
That's right. You want to make sure you're at the I Am a Business show.
I'm a Business show.
Monday through Friday. 5:30
p.m.
Eastern. Those of you who are watching the recording, it's all good and whatnot, but you want to make sure you get here live. Okay? And those of you who are listening, hey, we appreciate you listening on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on Podomatic, all these places. But get here live.
Get here live.
Get on the iPass TV,
Get on the I'm a Business show.
This is what it's about, guys. Look,
let's do it.
What is the I'm a Business show dedicated to?
Not a business, man.
Man, it's helping you to become the best business you can be, right?
Business man, right? That's what it is.
That's
It's about
what it's about,
helping you.
guys.
It's about helping you develop this thing within you, okay? It's in you, man. It's in you. Right? We love you guys. We appreciate you. This is Follow CQ.
And I'm Cassandra Lee. And together we are
the Power Couple. Thank you for coming to I Am a Business Show. I'm a businessman.
I am a businessman. Peace, guys.